Hello, hello.
Here we are. Let me
Welcome,
put
people.
my the anti Wilma glasses on. Got me.
Put
This this
some background music
Professor
as well.
Professor Clay kind of look like this, huh? Yo,
Great.
Diego, my man, how you doing?
All good. All good. Thank you. So everything
You
is
good?
working fine. I see some
Okay.
people here in the chat texting.
Right.
So, guys, let's
Let's
wait
wait a
five
little bit,
minutes.
huh?
Let's wait 5 minutes and let's wait for some new people to join. So,
Meanwhile, all the people who are here, hands up, hands up.
hands up.
Show us that
Hands
you're
up for
here.
Adam Clay. Yeah.
I don't have that kind of ego. I mean, hands up for Bit Song.
So
Hands up for Symphonia, right? Hey,
we
for the
will,
record, it's
yes,
Symphonia, not Symphonia, right? Symphonia. Just
Symphonia.
be
Pay attention of
correct
the pronunciation, or
pronunciation.
Adam will come to your house and smack your face.
The black man will come to your house and knock on your door.
The Rock with the Optimus Prime voice. Guys, funny thing, when I was introducing Beat Song to few friends of mine, I was basically showing them some stuff, and then they saw the Adam Clay video, and my friends say, "Guys, this man is Optimus Prime. He has its voice." So
But in half body of the rock.
yes,
I'm
exactly,
kind of
exactly,
half
exactly.
size.
So people joining here. So
So
let's wait
minutes 30
three more
gone
minutes.
right now.
Yes, and we will. Guys, please let us know in the chat if everything is working fine, if you see our voices like clean, if everything is running well on the streaming and so on. So that will be, my God. So a guy wrote that he can't send a long question, and he is the man texting me that he has 5 questions for you, Adam. So
Well, okay, I mean, just, just by pieces, like you do on WhatsApp, like girls do on WhatsApp. Hey, how you doing today?
at least we will have more engagement on YouTube,
Exactly, exactly, exactly.
thanks to comments.
Shorten,
So
shorten your question, but no
yes,
worries, no
exactly,
worries. Hey,
exactly.
pump up the volume. I was hearing some very good sound in the background.
One, yes.
Come on, meanwhile, we're waiting for let the party start.
Vibrancy ethereal, crossover concepts made of the same material. Flirt with the abstract, immersed in fiction. Cause Richard's made his bed with his addictions. Outlines of a mirage.
You know, Diego runs Delta 9 Recordings, a record label that releases, for me, it's like I'm on the best drum and bass in the world, across the globe.
I'm still a small label. I'm
one of the
only the
big
drum and
shops in
bass
the
scene,
drum and
but
bass scene.
it's great to hear these words from you. I mean,
Yeah, man,
I
absolutely,
mean,
absolutely.
we have the habit to be in touch, like just like with people from the underground scene and so on. And when I showed you some stuff released on my label, and you were like, "Wow," I was
Yeah,
like,
you've done
"Hell yeah, you're
great
doing
work.
this."
Great work selecting incredible producers, talented producers. A lot of taste. I love it, man. Very good. Nice job, nice job.
Okay, two more
So
minutes.
we are touching the 5 minutes in 10, 9, 8,
8, 7, 6, 5.
2, 1.
Well, you
So
skip,
here we are.
you skip the 4, man. I mean, it was 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay.
So welcome to the first, hopefully, of a long series of community talk season. This is the first live room ever of the Bitson community, in which we will talk about everything related to our blockchain focused on music and focus on the main actors of the music industry in the Web3. Hi, I'm Adam Clay, and with me, I have the pleasure of having Diego from D9 Recordings, and we are extremely proud to welcome you guys to what we believe will represent the future of music in Web3. Yeah, may seem arrogant, and in fact I am, but in a very positive way, believe me. Because we've been working for years. We have dedicated our lives, our efforts, our sleepless nights to create an ecosystem that allows us to free music from many of those issues that prevent artists to feel free in expressing themselves and earning what they really deserve for their own art and creativity, shaking off I would call them shaking off, the parasites who take advantage of it. What do you think, Diego? Well, you're you're on the other side. You're on the other side of the field, but no, actually you're not. You're one of us.
I'm at the other side. I'm a label, but the medium and small labels are facing the same issues as artists, to be honest. I mean, the real big issues come from the major labels who are trying to bring the big slice of the market for them, cutting royalties from small and medium labels and producers. So basically, in an industry where the turnover is always growing and royalties are always decreasing, just a small niche of people are making the real money, and this industry basically needs some sort of change, some sort of new technology which will bring back the concept of property in terms of music, because nowadays people see music with like an MP3 or a WAV file or something to DJ with, or something to go out for a walk and listen to, or maybe using Spotify. But behind every track there are several hours, weeks, months of work. I mean, in my sector, some EPs takes months and years to be created, because the creativity is a unique thing and it deserves not the attention it deserves now, but deserves more attention. Okay, more attention, and also a higher economic value, because these people studied their entire life. They spent the entire life on the music, on writing text, creating melodies, trying to arrange something innovative. And the actual music industry, the globalization is fucking everything up,
Yeah, absolutely. And the only fact that you are here, this means that you are on the artist side, you are backing.
Yes, I mean, if you will see the contracts I'm doing with artists, you will say, "Wow, Diego, you are giving a big slice of royalties to artists compared to other labels." Honestly, to people here, maybe they even don't know how the contracts in music industry works, but there are some agreements which are like royalties goes 90% to labels and 10% to artists. I mean, even 50% for the artist and 50% for the label. It's something unbelievable for this major bullshit, okay? So artists are always some sort of person with content to use to make some profits and rape their creativity to make more money at another side. But anyway, it's a problem which is growing up, but I think a proper reset can be done by using the blockchain technology, NFT technology, and through these technologies which big like DJing and music production company are going through now. So expect a huge boom in the next years, seeing some big names of the company developing music and DJing technologies, releasing some stuff integrated with NFTs and blockchain. So, yes,
this is why we think that BitSong is bringing is a disruption. Will bring a revolution in the music industry. And now you're gonna think, "Whoa, who the heck are you to say that?" Well, I'm an international singer, and a DJ producer who has been, touring the world. I've toured the world like a couple of times. I've been touching ground in 4 continents. Not like just like around the corner. I've got like hundreds of live shows under my belt, and I've been sharing the stage with the likes of Snoop Dogg, Sean Paul, Bob Sinclair, David Guetta, Ferry Corsten, Pitbull, Chris Brown, and the list goes on. And I'm not saying this for my ego, I'm saying this because at the same time, during those 25 years of career, I've seen my profits, talking about discography, right? I've seen my profits cut down by 70, 80% in terms of revenues. So if it weren't for live shows, I would have to consider my profession, my career almost as an hobby, not like, hey, I'm a musician and I'm earning from my music, from my art. So
I can easily tell to people that basically we as label work with bigger distribution portals. Okay, so I mean iTunes, Beatport, Juno Download, Amazon Music Services, Spotify, Deezer, Tidal, and so on. And if I just compare the incomes of royalties from these platforms during the last 4 years, okay, so let's remove the pandemic situation. So let's just talk about 2018 and 2019. So nowadays we are earning 60% less in terms of turnover, monetary turnover, and so on. And keep in mind that we release music by people with several degrees and masters in music production, singing, degrees in conservatorium. And I mean, these people spend their own life for music, for emotions, and they get few cents thanks to this bullshit music industry. I mean, the top level music.
You got a point there. You got a point that the horrific situation in which the pandemic has reduced the artists has made me completely open up my eyes and allow me to totally embrace the blockchain as a way out, or even, I would say more than a way out, is a rebirth for the music industry and art in general. But you know what? Let's start from the beginning, because I have a story here to share with you guys. It was 2017. Yeah, because I mean, this is the first community talk ever, for the Bitson team. So I would like to share with you my story, how I got here and how I got involved in. I wouldn't even call it the Bitson team. I call it, for me, it's a family, right? It's a family. It's a family business. So it was 2017 when Angelo Recca, our founder, came to visit me in Milan to talk about this. Back then, I thought this was an absurd project. Now, for me, it's an incredible project, of which at that time, back then, I didn't understand a single word. I didn't understand a single word of what Angelo was talking about, because I didn't know anything about blockchain, even less of fan tokens or NFTs, right? But one thing really struck me. This guy is irremovable certainty that what he was creating could change the rules of the game. Creating, let me call it like imagine a free field in which artists could recreate their own world in complete autonomy, where they could express themselves freely and earn as good as they were at communicating to others what they had to say. I don't know if you got the point, This is the mission of Bitson. Bitson is a decentralized ecosystem that welcomes different applications to give the world of music the opportunity to come into direct contact with investors outside the artist fan base, and in which to welcome fans at the same time to invest on their favorite artists. And by doing so, they will only support their careers, they would also be making money themselves. And we would turn, we would go from turning passive fans into active supporters of their favorite artists. And for me, guys, this is something. This is, as we say in Barbados, this is something else. You know, this is a real game changer.
The tokenization of the loyalty of your fans, which could be easily translated in the first decentralized music stock market.
Come on, man! I've got goosebumps. You know, goosebumps. You know, this is something. Whoa!
Yes. I mean, this is completely something game changing. I mean, guys, there are some competitors around, okay, who are trying to make what Bitsong is doing. I mean,
what did you say? Wait, man, competitors.
Yes, competitors, but let's call them competitors because, like, I mean, their mission is to bring music on Web3, okay? But I want to underline one specific thing. When you see platforms bringing such big names, like mainstream names, okay, I'm not going to make the names here because we are talking about Bitsong, but imagine like the world best DJs and so on. They make huge strategical investments to bring these people as advisors for these platforms and blah, blah, blah. So the commercial front end is huge. The technical back end isn't so huge. But they are not making something which will really change the world of music. They are basically just pumping and pushing, always the same name, always the same niche, and so on.
Nothing changes.
Bitsong was created for the small and medium level artists who are losing a lot of things thanks to these market conditions. So if we wanted to make the easy way, we could easily bring out some $100,000 or $1 million and say to the managers of the big artists, hey guys, we have the opportunity to allow your artists to make even more money using the blockchain communities as liquidity providers, okay? But no, we are struggling, we are working daily to create an ecosystem for the people who are really facing big difficulties in this industry. So, and you can find here artists from like the bigger caliber and the smaller caliber. Everything depends on how they know about the blockchain, and we are like explaining to them how it works and stuff like that. But you will never, see David Guetta on Bitsong, okay, now. Because David Guetta is always rich. He has not any kind of problems, in my opinion.
No, man.
Yes, I know.
I'm working on that, Diego.
I know.
Look,
okay.
Bitsong is open. Bitsong is for everyone, right? Of course, the idea, the vision that Angelo, together with Julian, our general manager and co-founder, their vision came because Angelo had this crazy, sick idea of managing a small band, right? and he said, look, guys, in 6 months, you've been working 6 months, spending money and time for and in the studio recording, buying, guitar, bass, whatever you need, to make music. You put in your art, your life into this, and the revenues you get after releasing your music is peanuts. So wait a minute, there's something is wrong. Something is deeply wrong. And so he started, analyzing the old system, the old musical system of the revenues. And that is when he decided to say, hey, man, but this is totally unfair. This is not clear. There's no transparency. And blockchain is the answer. Blockchain is the answer because everything on blockchain, and this is the point, you see, as you were saying before, Diego, our so-called competitors, they are not Web3. They're not Web3. They just moved. You know, they're just using a different media to again come out with the same old.
They are web.
With the same old
they are web
things,
two,
you know, that
they
we
are
have.
web
In,
two.
let's call it with Web
some,
2 or the old school music industry.
They are Web 2 with some Web 3 functionalities, but basically they are not completely Web 3. I mean, they have no dots. Okay? They have platforms where you have to register, and then once in, you have the main part of functionality are based on Web 2, and some smaller stuff are based on Web 3. Okay, but when you enter this platform and you see login with Google, okay, basically it's bullshit.
Okay, but yeah, exactly. Apart from that, the only Web3 thing they have is that they are related. They have a coin, a crypto coin related to their platform. But you know, they don't have something like, you know, let's talk about Symphonia. Symphonia is Web3. Symphonia is the first incredible application designed to list the main players in the music industry as if they were joint stock companies, right? But in Web3, going to list, you know, in this case, you know, when I say the main players, I mean artists, I mean labels, I mean the booking agency, clubs, festivals, radios, right? So what we're doing is listing their brand in the form of a fan token, allowing access through the detention, the holding and use of fan tokens to an endless series of uses, benefits, interaction, and experiences like never before. This is Web3. This is blockchain music. This is Bitsong.
Great, Adam. I mean, your 360 degrees vision is perfect. It described perfectly what we are basically working on. I mean, Bitsong is the native sovereign blockchain of our ecosystem, and then our team is working to develop more modules, which some of them will use infrastructure of also other IBC blockchains. But let's dive deep in Symphonia. I mean, you already know, I mean, the Bitsong blockchain.
By the way, do we have anyone, you know, any questions, any, you know, before?
I mean, if people want to make any kind of question, we can make 5 minutes of question and answers if you want, before like a deeper dive on Symphonia. I mean, you are more than welcome to make questions. So let's see, because if there will be some questions. I'm checking the YouTube chat because like the StreamYard one has a bit of latency, but yes, if in 2 minutes we are not going to have any specific questions, we will move forward. Hello to our founder Angelo, who is watching to the live stream. Ciao, Angelo.
Yeah.
Ciao, Angelo. Non mollare mai. We will make t-shirts. Angelo, don't give up.
Angelo, he has tattooed on his heart, you know, never give up.
Exactly. This one is for us. So this one is for Adam. What are some things you can do with blockchain as an artist that you can't do with anything else?
Well, as I said, first thing is like you are listing yourself. You're listing, you know, yourself like in the stock exchange. I mean, how could I do something like that in the offline world, you know? And so the next thing is, what is a fan token? A fan token is, there are many ways to describe a fan token, but for an artist, it's like I'm giving pieces, you know, little shares of myself to my community. And in this case, you know, like in the case of blockchain, in the case of Symphony, in the case of Bitsong, we still don't have a mass adoption, right? We are, of course, we are looking forward to it. We are working, we are pioneering, because we know there's going to be a mass adoption in the next few years. So, of course, to list an artist on the blockchain means that if we were thinking that this would have worked with the support of his fan base, right, of the artist fan base, well, we were making a big mistake. But we knew that this was not the case, because we have our blockchain community, which is, you know, we are IBC, the IBC gang, we are Cosmos, you know, the Cosmos ecosystem. And so what we're doing is creating new ways of investing, new investment tools. But in this case, you know, you've got a substance that you have, you know, probably for the very first time, you have real people. I mean, you are buying a piece of me, a piece of my heart, you know, because, and you investing on my career, you are investing on my vision, you are investing on my art, you are investing on my creativity. So I think that in the long term, commitment is going to make a difference between the different actors who are going to be listed on Symphonia, right? Because if I have to invest in somebody, of course, I want to see how committed this guy is to this purpose. I mean, to this new adventure. I would see at this stage, you know, I would see, you know, like investing on an artist, you know, like you have, you know, like the pools. Pools are made of two pairs of tokens, right? In this case, like my pool, Adam Clay pool, is BTSG Clay, where I see BTSG, the community of crypto investors, and Clay is my fan base. At this stage, it's like a single asset LP mode, because my fan base is gonna, you know, there I'm educating my fan base to the blockchain's activities, but it's gonna take a while. But I'm here to give a chance to the crypto investors to have a new game, a new tool to invest on that is completely different from what you've seen before. And Fan Token is like, let's call it like it's a club, you know, it's my club, your club, and we're gonna deliver new features in a few months. Think about when we're gonna deliver our NFT marketplace. That is the time when NFTs are gonna be at their full potential. Because to buy my NFTs, you will need to have my token. So by buying my NFTs, you will increase the value of my token. And NFTs will have, let's say, a solid ground, you know, that you can use NFT. Hey, I will leave because this is a monologue. This guy here, Diego, knows much more about how we are gonna, the gaming process that we are working on, about the NFTs marketplace, how we're going to use the NFTs, and this guy is a wizard, you know. Diego, he gave me so many ideas on how we're going to use this new tool.
I mean, NFTs are a huge technology, and I would like this discussion about another question that another guy wrote here, that investor also needs interest to invest in your coin. Please explain the advantages of your coin or without things that are already in your white paper. So Bitsong is still in the early stages. I mean, Bitsong token is the token, the governance token, which empower the sovereign blockchain. Then the first released module is Symphonia, which you can see it here, okay, which is our module which uses the Osmosis AMM infrastructure, and it powers up all our fund tokens. Okay, so imagine this like the financial ground of everything which will be deployed in the next months and years on the BitSong ecosystem. Okay, we have lined up already more modules. We've lined up a new mobile wallet. We've lined up a new NFT like module with minting, marketplace, huge candy machines, and we are developing some gamification and so on, and all these functions. Okay, to be triggered, basically you will need these fun tokens. According to the content, the art we will release, there will be a huge like mechanism which will involve you to hold, spend, and farm more tokens. About NFTs, NFTs is a huge technology which not all people right now they understood it properly, except like the classic JPEGs, or even the NFTs with music are not like let's say a clear zone for all people. But NFT is a technology which basically bring to people the originality and the property of something. NFTs can be used in everything except art. NFTs can be used in the sanitary system, can be used in manufacturing system, can be used as loyalty asset also for whatever business you want, like restaurant or pizzerias. Okay, imagine you go in the restaurant and you've got your NFT badge that you can go there once per week and eat one pizza per week for free because you are some sort of X-type investor with this kind of loyalty. And the proof is an NFT. An NFT can be copied, can be hacked. I mean, you can just buy, sell it, and hold it. And when you hold it, you have a benefit. And the same will be with music. Okay, we are trying to bring a new NFT and music collectioning experience. When you go on Beatport and you buy a track, okay, you're not buying the track. Like the property of the track is owned by the label, but in the most cases is owned by the distributor, and basically you are just buying a license. Owning NFTs of artists will allow you to have and to own a slice of the property of that NFT with all the connected benefits, or the entire property if it's maybe a one-on-one NFT. So we have loads of things, and when you are buying on iTunes stuff and music, you download them in your mobile phone, and they are looking like just tracks. Okay, but imagine like music NFTs, like your vinyl collection on chain.
Exactly.
And on vinyl collection, when I go in the room, inside this room, I have a big vinyl collection, and they are physical supports with music. Basically, they can't be like copied easily, and they are physical. I have a copy, but still, there is still something on the vinyl which NFT will allow you, which is the property. I'm not the owner of the record. The record is still a piece of vinyl with a track printed on it, and I have a license to have it. Okay, but the NFT will allow you, thanks to the blockchain functions and cryptography, to have a part of the property, of the ownership of the asset. So this is something life-changing in
also
terms of
royalties,
Exactly.
And
So
the fund token is the key. The fund token is going to be the key to this club. Every token is a club with its own benefits, of course.
Guys, I mean, sorry that I'm disturbing you, but maybe people are expecting from us just like artwork and music, but from my perspective as a label, I'm planning to release also music production tutorial as NFTs. So basically you will buy NFTs, and using Ableton or other softwares, you will be able to craft from scratch bass lines, drum patterns, maybe use compressors, side chains to make some EQs on different music layers. And maybe you buy this NFT, and this NFT is not like a track, it's a lesson about something in music, okay? And then when you learn this, okay, you can sell it or you can keep it, you can do whatever you want. Or mixes, okay? There are thousands of mixes uploaded every day on SoundCloud, for example, and these mixes contains a lot of exclusive music, okay? And they even reach 1,000 play and people forget about them. So imagine bringing a 30-minute mix with exclusive unreleased tracks, cut them in NFTs, okay? You tokenize the mix, and then you put everything in a candy machine, and people start struggling to collect all the pieces like a puzzle to put together all the exclusive mix. And the funny thing will be that artists will earn real-time royalties on everything like this. And actually in the market, when we put an album out on the stores, we have to wait at least 6 months to see the first royalties from the portal. So the blockchain technology will help,
and it's a very
lot, and it's transparent technology.
Little slice of the cake, the royalties that we get, in the old school music.
But you know about royalties, on my distributor's website, I have a note written that I have to expect royalties from 12 up to 36 months after the release date. So in some cases, we are receiving royalties 3 years after the release date, which is in my opinion insane, okay, and not correct. And we don't have the way to see if the portals are sending to our distributor the right amount of money. I mean, I can see what my distributor.
This is one of the points. This is one of the critical points that convinced Angelo in saying, "Hey, something has to change." When I was talking about the transparency, this is exactly what I was talking about. And think about buying the fan tokens at such a little price like they are now. But imagine that this is a long-term project. This is not a pump and dump platform. This is something we are here to stay. I mean, as artist labels, we want to change the old. Well, not the old. I mean, I don't know if we're going to make it, but for sure, what we're doing is to change part of the system, okay? And by doing so, we are going to transfer our efforts here on Web3, changing also our, way of interacting, waiting, of course, for a mass adoption. For the meantime, we are here to serve as good investments for you. It's going to take a little bit, but now is the time to invest, because when everyone is going to, when everyone's going to be wanting to, to come in this, want to be part of this, of course, that is when the price is going to raise, because for everything to interact with me, you will need my fan token. This is in summary. So but we will go deep into.
Let's make a small tour of Symphonia now. That's
right.
So basically, guys, to jump on Symphonia, it's easy. You can jump on app.symphonia.zone. Okay, the first page you will see basically is the swap. Okay, you can find Bitsong Osmo and Atom. Okay. And all the fan tokens. All the AMM part is based on the Osmosis automated market maker. Here you will find the list of fan tokens with actual price, market cap, symbols, and so on. And our devs are developing now the charts. Okay, So we will see the chart soon. And here we created also during the last update of the UI the sections of artists, labels, and magazines. More fun tokens on the way, guys. This is the first batch, and we are aligning everything. Here you'll find the pools. Okay, the pools are basically combined with the Bitsong token, fun tokens, plus we have the Bitsong Osmo and Atom Bitsong pools you will find also on Osmosis. All these pools can be found on Osmosis as well, but to interact you have to go on Symphonia Zone. Here the asset function basically will allow you to see the fun tokens and what you have in your portfolio. Basically it works like on Osmosis, and with the ships, okay, you can easily basically move them from the Osmosis chain to the Bitsong blockchain. But pay attention that all the pools, the swaps, and so on, everything works when your assets are bridged on Osmosis, okay, because we use the Osmosis AMM functions. Here is the airdrop section. So if you didn't, you can go here and link your address, and you will see if you will be eligible. And here you can claim basically the amount of fun tokens and of Bitsong tokens of the competition we did back in May 2022, which was the public testnet. And then there is the playground. It will be like introducing new features in the next month. So guys, this is the grounding, okay? This is the base of everything, where the financial part of this artist microeconomies will work, okay? So this is the first module. Of course, we can't build new modules without a financial substrate, which will be used to get involved with the other modules, okay? So this is something I want to underline. If you want, we can also check the Bitsong token charts, okay? Bitsong token charts, okay? We can go here. I prepared some here. It was not here, but here. So Bitsong is a pretty young coin, okay? So the price action is still in a, let's say, distribution phase, okay? So on the first side, we saw the airdrop hype, okay? So when there is an airdrop, if you are in IBC or whatever, okay, or wherever, sorry, you know that the price, it's bang, it's pure speculation, okay? So we faced a pretty light, pretty deep distribution process, because in this period, basically we saw a lot of problems. We saw a war in Ukraine, we saw Terra Luna crash, like Bitcoin going down and inflation going up, and all the central banks starting to raise interest rates and so on. But it looks like we found out the beginning of a consolidation range. And since the Symphonia launch, which are basically these candles, we created some sort of support in these areas, which we will try to basically to hold. And since this point, like if the market condition will allow us, we will see, we hope, an organic growth thanks to the deployment of our new modules. So Adam, how you see the situation?
I think we done for this first historical community talk, and we will plan to be live for half an hour. It's almost 45 minutes now. We don't want to spoil anything.
If you want, let's give them time still 5 minutes to make some other questions.
Some other questions for sure.
Yes, and then I think we could close the community call and plan a new one for next week's, when we'll have more data from Symphonia, when we will be able to show you some brand new stuff we are working on, and I think during the next call we will be able to show you some new stuff. Also the new wallet is crazy. The guys of the UI and UX guys showed me some stuff, and it's mad. That will be a new module, and it will be very user friendly, and we'll try to implement also some loyalty and gamification feature to let you feel part of this.
The name is incredible. It's going to be called
Cosmonautica.
Oh, don't say it, man. Shh.
I was looking
to rewind, you know.
Yes. What did he say? So no questions from the guys. So guys, let's say this. This is for Adam. Who do you believe in collaborating with so when the crypto world is experiencing a bear market like this?
Hey, I mean, crypto is like that, man. It's ups and downs. It's a roller coaster. This is why I like it so much, you know. Like Angelo says, you know, I love this world because you wake up in the morning, you could be extremely rich, or you could have lost. You can lose everything, you know.
Honestly,
you're always there. You're always, you know, in the blockchain, you have to be active. You have to believe in what you're doing. You have to study. You have to see. You have to collaborate with other people. And the key word is community. You know, community. This is what I love the most. It's not a single. It's not for individual. You know, except if you are a trader. Okay, I mean. But DeFi is community, and this is what I love about DeFi. It's like having, you know, being on stage with my fans, and this is what I really love about it. Why did I join? Well, I didn't join Bitsson now during the bear market. As I said before, I'm in Bitsson since almost day one. I've met Angelo 4 or 5 years ago, and then of course I had to, you know, study. I had, you know, one of the masters teaching me about blockchain because I didn't know anything about it. So it took me, you know, a couple of years to understand how it really worked, and to, you know, to help Bitsson. As you know, given Bitsson my point of view, from an artist's point of view, how we should have, you know, developed the application from my point of view, so of course we were planning to deliver Symphonia. Bitsson was planning to deliver Symphonia sometime before the dip. The crash, but we couldn't make it. But we still thought, hey, I mean, we cannot wait for a bull run, you know, to deliver our incredible applications. I mean, it's ups and downs, and we know that our project is so solid that we don't care. You know, we are here, and we're here to stay.
But people, what you have to understand is that our blockchain is here and has a real life application on something. I mean, in DeFi, you will find DEXs, lending platforms, even like, I don't know, auto compounders, and all the blockchains relating to all the DeFi ecosystem. But there are blockchains like Bitsson which are developing something with a real use case. Okay, we are not just releasing NFTs which will stay on the blockchain. No, we are developing something which will solve a real life problem, like in the real world in Web2. And there are also a few other blockchains that basically are doing this. Also, the gaming industry is a bit doing this as well. But I mean, Adam is collaborating with Bitsong even during the bear market, but actual bear market, I mean, it's not hasn't been caused by the crypto industry as well, because there is a high correlation between crypto market and stock market, and there are some which happened like during the last 6 months, and the crypto market was just like victim. It's a different bear market compared to the 2017 and 2018 one. Okay, that one was a bear market, like just a bear market, and stock market was on the steroids and it was still raising. Okay, nowadays the bear market is just the side effect of a global economy falling down. So I'm not taking this bear market on something like which is affecting only the crypto space as well. So I'm still positive. I'm still bullish. We are working hard with the Bitsong team. So that's why our artists believes in the project we are working on. They know all the people behind it. And now you see me and Adam for the first time during a community talk, but several people working for Bitsong can be found on LinkedIn. So we are not anon team, which is very important in my opinion. We are not scammers. We are just trying to be as transparent as possible. Okay,
anyways, I mean, Ciaril, thanks for your question, because they were really, sharp and bright. And but what I would love to add is that this world is for braves, because I mean, we are pioneering. We don't know what is going to happen, but we believe in what we're doing, and this is the real point. Is we are doing something that we don't know where it's going to take us, where it's going to lead us, but what we know is that we're doing something new, and this is what we love. This is what we love, especially for me, for artists. For me, it's like it's giving me a new fuel. It's new fuel for my creativity. It's a challenge. It's I love it. So, and even in I would say is in hard times, this is where you really see the good projects. It's when everything goes good or seems to be good, that is when you find scams. But when a whole team decides to deliver something in a situation as difficult as it is now, well, then believe me, I mean, this is something solid. So I hope that hey, Diego, this one for you.
Sorry that I was smiling, but I was reading something on our Discord. They are making screenshots of my face, and they are kidding around me. So yes, Diego, it's hard for an artist to get listed on Sinfonia. No, it's not. It's not hard. I mean, it depends of what do you mean for hard. I mean, we all are professional people from the industry. I mean, at least having a brand or a kind of music to promote on. But there will be a module in the next months that will allow the creation of fan tokens for everyone. I mean, the Sinfonia DEX is just like the place for the big names, but everyone will be. Blockchain is open source. Everyone will be able to create its own fan token in the next month with a specific module we are going to release. So it's not hard, and it will be open source for everyone. I mean, the creation of the fan token, not the listing on Sinfonia, but it gives a big motivation to be on this journey, okay, with these guys, with these artists, because you see the Delta 9 fan token there, but you have to imagine that I have a big bunch of artists behind me, which is the roster of my label, and they are all hyped about this. So it's like you see Delta 9, but you have to expect stuff, interaction, and loads of other stuff around my label with other artists. And these other artists will have their fan tokens on Symphony as well, because some of them are really hyped. So Sinfonia is a place which is not a place where it's hard to stay, hard to get listed, but you must really put a lot of effort in this project, because this beat song is a one-of-one opportunity in the life of a musician, in my opinion, or a small or medium label, or basically for the victims of the music market, you know. So this is like my point of view. Adam, I will give you the last question for the guys, and before the last question, I would like to tell to all the people who's watched the live stream and who will watch later on YouTube for the video, that if you have any kind of questions, so comment the video downstairs here. We will give you an answer. Subscribe the channel, click on the bell to have updates. And if you want, join our Telegram and Discord communities. We are always there making some noise. Make sure to go across all our dApps, website, go on our wallet, on our website, on the Sinfonia website, on the Sinfonia dApp, and make sure also to follow on Twitter. We are always here if you will have any kind of support. That Discord is the best place, in my opinion. But yes, let's go with the last question for Adam.
Nah.
No, nobody will.
The trust of investors, it means that I didn't do I didn't do my job properly. I've lost sight of myself and and the why I'm on Bitsong. So my commitment, it won't be as committed as it should be. So then it's right, meritocracy. If you lose the trust of investors, it means that you did something wrong, probably. And
yes,
so it's up to it's up to you. Then what I would do is, I hope it's never going to happen, but if it happens, I will investigate. I will try to be as I will watch in the mirror at myself and say, hey man, something is wrong. You're doing something wrong. So I will try and reinvent maybe not reinvent, but I will try to, it all depends on what happened, what is going to happen. So, but this is, and of course, not everyone will have the same success. This is impossible, This is impossible in life. I think this is the answer. I hope never to lose the trust, but in case I'll investigate why.
Why they lose trust in you?
But for now, I've got a plane to catch, so we have to take off now. Because I'm starting my tour after 2 years, guys. After 2 years of craziness, and this is the reason why you have to buy my fan token. Not only mine, all the fan tokens, because this is another way, to take advantage of this new thing, is to live. You're gonna be part of this new club. You wanna come touring with me? By what? How many, Diego?
1 million. I don't know.
We gotta ask the developers to
yes, in the loyalty meter. In the loyalty meter, if you hold this amount,
join the tour.
You can come with us.
Yeah.
that will be really, really mad. Okay, guys. So it's been 1 hour. The community talk was planned for 30 minutes. We are basically super happy that you joined us and you did some questions. So for the new ones, see you in the Discord and Telegram channels. We are always hanging around, and yes. Wish you a great rest of the day, a great weekend. And so, Adam,
guys, thank you so much, and we will see you on all our media, and keep in touch and believe in what you're doing, and especially what we are doing. Okay.
Bye, people. See you in the next community call. Ciao.
Ciao.
Some days it don't work. I need to find a way to blur the lines in my mind, connect my dreams with real life, to stand a day in paradise.
Escapism on the inside, a sensory semblance precisely entwined, perceptive delight, trick of the mind, freehand artistry, where to draw the line, caught between dystopia and paradise, bridge the gap, keep dreaming of face facts, live the truth or picture life through Ray-Bans, searching for the arc, lost in the